I got to qualify this whole thing. The whole thing. You know that I love food, Dan.
Yes.
And you know how some foods can put you in a certain state of mind.
Yes.
So when I did this, when I prepared for this piece, I enjoyed a delicious mushroom pizza.
Ooh, I
Okay.
see.
It was
Yeah.
it was it was it was so good, it was mind altering.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm trying to be subtle here about
I
the
like that
mushroom
pizza.
pizza. Yeah, it was really good. So I was in a
Yeah.
very good state of mind to enjoy this music in this film. So I just have to qualify that. So my
I
notes might
enjoyed it in
be
a old style type of way.
What's here now? Books Unplugged. Books Unplugged. Adaptation for your delectation. Now Books Unplugged. Here with Ed and Dan. Books Unplugged. Page to screen and in between. Books Unplugged. Which would you destroy?
Hi there, I'm Ed.
And I'm Dan.
Welcome to Books Unplugged, the show where we take a book that's been turned into a movie and we discuss it.
That's it.
Today, that is it. Today, we're going to be talking about Pink Floyd's The Wall. And we know this isn't exactly a book, but it is an album that got turned into a movie.
And the album tells a story.
And the album tells a story. So in The Wall, essentially, we've got a poetry-loving kid, loses his father in the war, and becomes a famous musician with some pretty intense problems.
Yes.
That's about it, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. And at the end,
yes, and then at the end, you and I are going to decide which to destroy, the album or the movie, because that is the rules.
I got to talk about that. We literally just talked about how we can't forget to say that, and you forgot it. You brought it up, and then you forgot it. Anyway,
I was enamored with your introduction.
Yeah, it was very good. It was solid.
Books, I need them unplugged, baby. Books, I need them unplugged now.
I'm gonna say that the album for me, I love the way it kind of breathes. It kind of it goes in and out, and it's kind of like it grows in intensity and then it shrinks back down.
I like that.
It grows up and goes soft and then it gets big, and then it's got short songs and long songs and short songs and long songs. And I love the way that they use just people talking throughout it. That just kind of the little chatter of people. It's just I mean, it's kind of like an ambient album, right? But it's loaded with these kind of almost folky kind of acoustic guitar songs, and it's known to be a psychedelic album, but it's really just introspective. That album is perfect for mushroom pizza.
I totally agree with you, and I could reminisce on our years past listening to this album, because it had been a long time since I had listened to this album in its entirety, and then maybe even realize that I had not even sat and listened to an album in its entirety in a long time. But for me, what I loved about the album was the not just the story that it told of Pink and how he felt, but how a lot of those emotions and feelings that they're singing about, you could kind of see in your own self.
Of course.
Everyone's got a wall that they're building, type of thing. How about the movie? Did you have any major love for the movie?
I don't have a major love for the movie. I have a major hate for it because I watched them pretty close together on this, like right next to each other. So it becomes really clear what songs they added to the movie to carry the story. And they're not as good. They don't flow as well. And I feel like they're just kind of like explaining too much. Like what I love about the album and what's missing to me in the movie is really going out of its way to like explain the story. But I think the story gets told in the album. It's like a very you know what happens. You know that it's a kid. You know that you can kind of get all that because
I get what you're saying. There is some of that repetitiveness in the movie storytelling.
They're really telling the story, and they're really trying to show you everything about, like, it's almost like someone thought, like, you know what, people don't get The Wall, the album, so we're gonna make a movie out of it. So we're gonna tell everybody exactly what's happening.
Books to boing, booking to boing, and books to boing.
Yeah, the speed round where we will
60 seconds on the
60
clock.
seconds on the clock.
Can we make them pink?
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
I really like what's his name? Bob Geldorf? Is it Bob Geldorf?
Oh,
Bob
the Pink, the
Pink.
actor.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Oh yeah, I love the kids falling into the meat grinder.
Oh yeah, that's
the
cool.
whole like marching in time, and then the meat
I
grinder.
love the masks.
All right, yeah.
The masks are so cool. That'd be a great Halloween costume.
I love the idea of the surrogate band in the Flesh song. Pink's not feeling well, so they sent in this surrogate band. You know,
that's cool.
Like,
that's
who's that guy? Get him against the wall.
Yeah, that's an intense scene.
Yeah.
I think the animation is kind of obvious, and I didn't think it was great. Watching it now, it's kind of like, it's dated, but I just didn't love it.
I like some of the animation. I love how the album still gives me goosebumps when I listen to it sometimes, certain songs.
Oh man.
It's like, I'll just like totally get lost out of it, and then some lyric or sound will happen and bring me back to be like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm listening to The Wall, not thinking about like other stuff.
Books Unplugged, adaptation for your delectation now.
Let's what do you got for me? Quiz me. Tell me what I missed.
How about poems, everybody? Poems.
Oh, that's in there, isn't it?
No, it isn't. No. The teacher's there, but that poems, everybody.
That's pretty cool. That scene. That's one of the good additions, I thought. Like,
where he's like reads off
I think what it does is it makes you. I mean, it's still telling the story, but it tells you 100% that that's the adult that you're looking at. There's no question because he's the poet kid, right?
Yeah.
And I think he's actually isn't one of the poems a Pink Floyd song?
Yeah.
Jump back, Jack. Get off my stack, or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I just had The War. Is The War in it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. I
mean, it's there.
It's there.
There's an airplane up in. Look, mommy. There's an airplane up in the sky.
Yeah. You'll probably know this one. The slutty groupie of girls.
Exactly. Is so exactly the same. The way the words, the phrases she uses. I mean, I think it's. I think
and they even like the end. I don't remember if it's the end of that song or the beginning of the next one where she's like, "This place is bigger than my whole apartment."
Yeah, all that stuff. I think they actually like just used the album track and didn't use the actress's voice.
Right. Yeah, probably.
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
But maybe, yeah. What's the best bit, Dan? What is the best bit in the movie? Tell me.
Best bit in the movie for me, which I'm gonna say is Empty Spaces, which is heavily on the animation, which I guess you didn't like. It starts off with the two flowers.
Oh yeah.
Like the album, cool. It seems like I have to go back and listen, but it seems like that track is different in the album. It's shorter. It seems like it's longer in the movie. Because it goes, it's the flowers, and it turns into like the wall smashing through like the churches and everything like that.
Well, it's the flowers, but they're sexualized.
Yeah, right.
It's not subtle.
No.
What those flowers are.
Right. Yeah. How about best part of the album?
Hey You, man.
Hey You. Oh, okay, yeah.
When Hey You comes in, it's like it's kind of like this. It's like the album version of breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
It's like
really
they're talking to the listener, and when it hits, it's just this. It's so emotional, and it just stands out. I mean, I think the reason that song is so popular, not because it's a great song, but I think also because of the way it fits into the album. Because you're kind of going through, the songs are short, they're all this, and they're telling you a lot. And then all of a sudden it's Hey You,
right.
you know? And then really right after that is when it gets a little suicidal. This album deals with some really deep and intense emotional stuff.
Yeah. For me, it was Mother.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Hey You, like I said, I had that on my minor. It was a toss up, I think, maybe. But for me, it was, Mother just really seemed to like wrap up the whole song, and just there's like, it could be any of us.
You're such a mama's boy. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Maybe.
No, that's a great song. That's a great song, and it's a great part of the album as well. So I agree with you 100%. Mm-hmm. So, you gotta should have been there, man. Do you have one?
No, I did not have a should have been there.
Mine's just a bit of the mystery. It shows too much and leaves nothing to figure out. Right.
Yeah.
Leaves too little to figure out. I like figuring out. I like
that as a should have been there. I think that's our first. There should have been less in there.
There should have been less.
Should not have been there.
It should have been. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of stuff that should not have been there.
Books Unplugged. Which would you destroy?
I think I know your answer.
All right. So which would you put up against the wall?
Oh, which would I destroy?
Put a firing squad.
Well, let's do it on the. I think we're gonna have the same answer. So let's do 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. The movie.
The movie.
Yeah. Destroy the movie.
I mean, the movie's really cool and everything.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. But I mean, you can't like just walk down the street, put the movie in your ear, and be taken to another place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The movie is a bit rough. You get near the end of it, and you're just, I don't know, a little tired.
All right. Well, that's us. That is us. Thank you for joining us again for an episode.
We're going to do a couple more of these. We got Tommy, the album and the movie. And then Tenacious D, the Pick of Destiny.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment and tell all your homies. Take care.
Ed and Dan would like to thank you for joining them on Books Unplugged, page to screen and all that's in between. If you like the vibe, please like and subscribe.
What's so wrong with a kid wanting a BB gun for Christmas?
The movie. Yeah, it's a great book. This book is awesome. It's a good movie. It's an okay movie. I mean, you're probably not going to read it anyways. I think you should.
So which would you choose to chop up into little pieces and bury out in the woods to never see again?